So going from a fun movie experience to an incredibly boring movie experience, let's talk Skinamarink. I
wish I could get involved.
Turn your ears off, Seth. Well,
No,
there's nothing to spoil.
There's
nothing to spoil.
No, I just wish I could get involved. I
know. I'm gonna start
Seth,
because
real quick, Seth. Turn around and look at your wall.
I've just watched.
You've started.
Yeah.
Nice.
You've just seen Skinamarink.
It's fucking.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for the next one. Honestly, I will.
And
I need to see it.
I will start with. I'm not a movie critic, and I don't want to be a movie critic. I am just an idiot who has a camera and people allowed to talk on the internet. That being said, this movie fucking sucks, man. And it's stupid, and I hate it. And I hate that people are saying that it's creative and different. Much respect to the director because he made a $15,000 movie that is going to make $1 million.
It's already made $1 million.
It's already made it. Great. It's showing at AMC's. That's incredible.
That is wild.
Fucking stupid, dude. And it's so fucking annoying because it's like, hey, you don't understand it. Go read this. No, that made me like it less. I moved it down because you just made me fucking read a 3-page article and it pissed me off even more because I got it. I understood what was happening and I saw everything. It's just walls.
That was my biggest issue with Skinamarink. It's that a lot of people are just assuming that deep themes of, and this movie does have a lot of themes of neglect and abandonment and shit like that. I think a lot of people are just inherently thinking that means a movie is good. And I'll say this, and I say time and time again, because I've spoken about Skinamarink a million times in the last week with a lot of angry fans. I respect any film that will try to stray from genre norms, try to be experimental, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. $15,000 on a small horror indie film that is making its way to AMC theaters. That's incredible. That's fucking amazing.
Good for it.
All of these deep themes do not disqualify the fact that 1, half my theater was asleep. 2, I almost knocked out myself 4 different times. And the fact that there's just nothing here to hold on to. There's nothing here to really keep me locked in. The horror aspects didn't work. I'm not even trying to sound like a man here. The movie was not even in the slightest scary. I literally laughed at several moments. I audibly let out a ha ha at several moments in this movie. My theater was laughing like crazy every so often. And I think that a lot of...
I'm just curious.
Seth, close your ears. Close your ears.
I don't care.
Okay, the first moment was... This one scene that I genuinely started to enjoy was when the little girl walks into the room and she sees her dad sitting on the bed, right? The first thing out of the dad's mouth was, "Look under the bed." Yes. I cried.
Yes.
I was hysterically laughing. I was like, you just built up a really solid scene. Up until this point, I was looking at furniture. I was looking at the corners of a wall. Now there's something. There's a kid. There's a dad. There's a bed. We know the dad left. So whatever the fuck we're looking at is not the dad. And they built up this scene pretty well. First thing out of this dude's mouth, "Look under the bed." Mm-hmm. I laughed. I genuinely let out a laugh. I thought that was just the worst thing he could have possibly said at that moment.
What's the
end? Yeah, go.
What was the cheap jump scare for you? Because I was like, this is so dumb. When it's the doll on the ceiling, right?
No, it's when they're looking in the closet and then a hand or something pops out of the closet. Whatever that was. So I shit you not, I saw it coming from a mile away.
There's one where there's the doll on the ceiling, and then it's a flashlight, or maybe it's the kid's
when she drops the flashlight and screams or something. Yeah,
and that's the jump scare, and I'm like, it's a flashlight.
Yeah, it's
just
that.
Did you just say you're a flashlight, Seth? Did you just say that? God, I'm gonna come over to England.
Cam didn't. I mean, wasn't there also kind of a jump scare when you see the girl's face too?
Yeah, you see the girl's face.
Yes, that one may have got that one kind of.
I mean, I'm a horror wuss, and I was genuinely tense.
Things startle me pretty easily, and that one kind of startled me. I'll admit, most jump scares do. Though,
right.
So
I think what I'm realizing is a jump scare might not be the form. I thought before I started watching horror films that would be what I got scared of the most is jump scares, but I think tension for me, because I actually was tense watching this. Like I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like I was
Good for you.
It wore off after a while, but like when like the
you watched it on your phone in daylight, you're not gonna have the same. In fairness, though,
Hey,
Cam, I actually don't mind you watching on your phone, but I will say, to the credit of the filmmaker for this, this can't be watched on a phone, surely, in like daylight in a lit room.
When you texted me that, all right, I'm gonna be honest with everyone right here. I this movie. I hope I don't.
Jail,
I don't know.
jail.
I don't know if that's legal. It's not actually. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the internet.
Say so to the director.
I'm sorry to the director.
He's made enough money.
That being said, Seth, when you texted that, I was staring at a wall outlet. You're telling me that needs to be seen in the dark? Guess what, Seth?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
This fucking guy, man.
For those listening, Seth, Cam just got up, turned his lights
It's
off.
still a
Yeah,
wall
it's
outlet.
like, for those listening, it's like, guess what, Seth? He's just like gone.
And it just went silent.
It's still a wall outlet. It's
Okay, in fairness, to be fair, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. But I would imagine from what I've seen that this is something you have to be like be in your room, locked in. Cause it's like, do you not
I don't
think?
think you do. No.
Really?
I mean,
don't.
that's what made it
George
scarier for
Clooney.
me.
Listen, I said I truly think you're going to have a different experience with this film, because I think you're going to appreciate, a movie with themes as deep as, neglect and abandonment. I know you look for,
But it might bore me though. That's the thing.
yeah, that's my biggest issue. But to Tyler's point of, the tensity of the screenplay and the execution of this film, on how, maybe it attached Tyler a little bit more because he was tense throughout the movie. I was not. 10 minutes in and I'm still looking at a wall, and I kind of checked myself out. I was like, we got to go somewhere. Like, this movie has to do
Did you watch it
something. Yeah, I went to the theaters.
There were more walls in this than I expected. I thought we were going to look at one wall the whole time. It was a couple different walls.
Bro, I saw
Yeah.
Give
it 9 points for that.
I thought it was
I
like
saw
one shot, to be fair.
Cinema Joe tweeted, I think he saw Skinamarink early or whatever, but he tweeted an iPhone video of a corner of a wall saying, is this on my phone or Skinamarink? And I was like, that's got to be like an aggressive joke. Like, no way is that like actually like what the movie is. 2 hours of staring at nothing.
Hey, Tyler, do me a favor. Mark down the time slot and bleep me out saying the P word, okay?
Okay.
Just bleep me out.
The P word?
I don't want to be be on record.
Do you want me to cut it out or just bleep you?
Just bleep it. Just bleep it.
Oh.
I don't want to be on record.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I want to hear crazy take. You know what this movie is a horror movie version of?
What?
Say Jaws.
Okay,
Say
so we
Blair
got
Witch.
themes of abandonment here, grief, loss.
Hold on, don't tell me.
Scratchy camera.
Wait.
Themes of
Coco?
abandonment.
We talked about it earlier.
Some deeper themes here, but you're watching a lot of it's kind of scratchy footage.
Are you
weird
talking? Are
cuts.
you talking about? Oh, it's After Sun.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
This is a horror movie version of After Sun.
And it's not done as well.
No,
Because
not at all.
done.
Not
in
at all.
After
as
Sun,
well.
in After Sun, I see what the people look like, and then I care about them more. It's this for me is kind of like The Guilty, where I don't give a flying fuck about anyone else other than Jake Gyllenhaal because I don't know them. And no offense, I've seen so many movies, I'm desensitized. They're just people in productions at this point, unfortunately. I've seen so many movies. If you don't give me like the heart and soul of an acting performance, I don't really care about your character. Like if it were
Really?
real life, I would care. But like The Guilty, I don't care about that person as much because
not
I
my
can't
issue with
get.
The Guilty. No.
Huh?
That's not my issue with The Guilty.
It's so boring, and I also don't care about the characters. It's not as boring as this.
I don't think that's also the one thing. Like, you load neglect and abandonment onto these kids that we're watching in Skinamarink, but it's like, why is everything happening to these kids? There's no backstory. There's nothing.
Wait, they're watching.
No. What?
No.
I thought you said the kids are watching something.
No, we're watching the
Yeah,
kids.
at points they are watching.
There's like
Okay,
cartoons.
we're
I mean, yeah. at
But
points
guess
they are
what? Guess
watching
what we
TV.
get to watch, Seth? A
Walls.
corner of what they are watching. A corner of the TV
I
screen.
will say Skinamarink is one of the few films, like I can count the amount of films I'd say this about on like two hands. I don't think people should go into this blind. Like, I truly don't. I think you should watch a positive review, watch a negative review, definitely watch the trailer. I truly don't think like this should be a blind watch for anyone.
Yeah, the trailer does not steer you in the wrong direction. When you watch the trailer, you know exactly what kind of movie you're getting into.
Yep.
And you're either going to enjoy it or not.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
I'm not full of excitement.
Also, I will
can't
say,
lie.
again, disclaimer: I'm angry, and I hope you enjoyed this movie. I'm spread positivity, everyone. I'm pretty confident I will get roasted on some sort of film, Twitter, or TikTok, and I'm okay with that. This is not the movie I personally would get in the ring for. So yeah, this movie sucks. Move on.
Well, hold on. What's our final scores? Like, what's the score? Everyone?
9 out of 10.
I give it a 2 out of 10. Wait,
Or
no,
9 out of 100. Sorry, 9 out of 100. Clip that Skinamarink best of the year. No, 9
I gave it
out
a 2
of
out of
100.
10. 2 out of 10.
A 9.
I gave it a 1 out of 5.
Told you I gave it a 1. I gave it a.
You guys aren't filling me with much excitement.
I gave it a 1 out of 100.
I'm worried that this. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Cam.
I gave it a 10 out of 100. Sorry, and then I read about it, and I'm like, no, I got all that, and I still hated it. So it's a 9 out of 100.
Thank you. That's also the thing.
Did you like anything? Did you like
People
anything?
kept sending me articles to read about this movie, and it's like the articles didn't do anything to enhance the movie. Like this movie, like, very clearly throws these themes in your face. It's not like you have to do like a bunch of research the way I did for After Sun. Like when After Sun came out, I read a million articles, and it made the movie all that better.
Does that kind
I
of
read a million.
it annoys me? You know when you're like, I didn't like it. Oh no, you just didn't understand it. No, I understood it. I just still didn't like it.
Yeah, it's like I understood it. It's like, you don't need to be this massive intellect to enjoy Skinamarink. It's not like I had to dig a hole and search for these themes that I was looking at. Like they were there. I saw them.
Also,
I
I'm
just didn't like
I'm happy with my review on this movie, saying this is the movie people are backing as like the movie that takes risks. This is the movie that makes me appreciate the MCU being formulaic.
Yeah.
Formula works, man. Just
That
keep
was
doing
funny.
it. Keep doing it. It's God. Not everything has to be different. All right. Sometimes you can just be normal. Just
You're not normal.
Well,
No,
we
I
can
know.
be done with Skinamarink now.
yeah.